Hello everybody, this is ZigZagZog coming to you from somewhere in this world. It's a beautiful day here. I hope it's beautiful wherever you are today. And this is back Long War of the Chosen for this particular live stream. So hopefully we can deliver again today. Captain Timoza, she's a scout, not a killer. Yep. And Nightmare, your opening comment was wonderful. Also, let's see if we can have a Shinobi this time as opposed to a Stormtrooper. I'm quite hopeful that with Rickroll on this one, we'll overcome the shenanigans that we experienced yesterday. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Yeah, great choice for an officer. Do what I say, not what I do. Yeah, there you go. The team will have a lot of respect for that one. You know, I'm very hopeful, though, that with the first perk that gives that extra aim on the, you know, the sword attack, the flesh, whatever, that things will become better. Yeah, Shinobis make good officers, and I also believe that specialists make a good officer. Those are my two favorite classes to use as officers. So we're kind of on the same page, Captain Timoza. Except my officers will have to do a little better job if they want to be a commander, staying in concealment. I guess you could say it's a skill issue early on lately. Just a little bit. You know, yesterday it was, well, it was kind of a narrow roadway thing we were going up, but part of the problem is I had my Shinobi a little too close. But with a four-man team, it's hard to spread out too much because you know you have to kind of have the support of everybody to get through a mission. So on that one, yeah, I guess. So you're a little rusty, but yeah, well, the 1.2, there's been changes along the way, but I still think the general consensus. Hey, Trufkin, I think the general consensus is that Shinobis and specialists are the best officer candidates, unless like you have this amazing aim and you build a hollow bot, but unlike hollow bot sharpshooters, you know, that they can share they make good officers to be able to share their aim on the whole squad that they take out. But I think we'll stick to the basics and not go too extreme on my officers. Yeah, not just good aim, but amazing aim. Top tier aim is what it's got to be. Yeah, today's Shinobi is non-pacifist, so Rickroll will not be afraid to shoot his SMG or use the blade to accomplish whatever needs accomplishing today. Although I don't need to have him necessarily be active early on. We got a squad of 6, including one rookie. That's why I added the 6th, just to get another rookie promoted. With our injury list, 3 big injuries. Not good. Not a good start in that respect. But haven't lost to anybody yet. But yeah, getting those big time injuries hasn't been positive for the early results in this campaign. I'm hoping it goes smooth. 7-9, revealed start. The only thing that, you know, like with any mission, how do the pods, are they clumped? Are they spread out? It's obviously easier when they're spread out. Is it a big map? We'll find all this out when we get down there to see how easy it could be or how difficult it could be. There's a lot of variables that kind of go into it. And then, of course, commander's competence. That's a big part. But I'm looking forward to a good mission today. I hope you are too. We need to rebound. You'll notice over here the longest streak now is for missions with casualties. So, oh, top of the hour, thank you. And Lucian giving us a high vibe to get us going. I don't know about that. He's gonna challenge me right off the bat. So I'd like to kind of get it back to the flawless side of things, because right now the longest streak is missions with casualties. We haven't gone more than one in a row with casualties, so hopefully we can break the trend today. And let's get out there and get the top of the hour going here. And get this party started. Yay, no black screen today. Oh, yeah. Okay, I started up here because I realized after loading the last squad that we did, we never put Haven advisors back in. So I'm going to have Zigzag go over here to the eastern US in this brand new place. And I think my loadout is okay, because we'll probably have to be scanning for missions here today. So we definitely want these guys with advisors. And then the other Haven, I hope we have somebody available, because I didn't see a lot showing up on the list. Okay, we do.
What's up, Doc?
We have one choice, Advent Horizon.
What's up, Doc?
Both technicals. Hey, Bernard and Felipe, both coming in, boom, 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 back to back. And his loadout, I don't think he's been out before, so he probably needs some ablative, most assuredly, and that'll be okay. Yeah, I'll keep him. It's not, you know, if we get the other kind of mission, he'll just have to run with an assault rifle. That's just the way it's going to be.
We've been picking up some weird transmissions lately. It sounds a little like German, but it's
all right. Oh, also Mario, quit hiding. We need you on intel. There we go. We're finally above 6 in a region as far as intel goes. Woo, baby. All right. And I think that's all I got to do in here, because I don't think there was anything left in the armory. So let's just get out and get this party started and go see what kind of a map we picked up on. Oh, I'm sorry, my friends. There's one thing I forgot to do. Hang in there. Otherwise, it'll drive me crazy. My interface, I didn't fix my interface ahead of time. This is probably going to happen a lot because it's such a weird little detail. I frequently forget it till the last minute, but at least I remembered before the mission started. There, I got it the way I like it. And let's get back out there. All right, our mission is right here, 100%. Just a quick, well, you saw on the thumbnail. In fact, if you want to look at the thumbnail, I truly, in my warped mind, wanted to put out there, but, you know, not trusting that YouTube wouldn't like it. You can take a peek at it in the barracks in the Discord. That's how warped my mind works sometimes. Didn't need to risk things on the channel by pushing the envelope just a little bit too far for our revealed start mission. But we got Ogre going out as our gunner. And it's nice. He's got center mass now. We're going to put that to work and see if we notice a difference. It'll help him in getting extra damage on our drones if we have a drone armada again today. Rickroll's got Blade Master now, so he also gets extra damage if we got to go blading the, you know, drones. And we got a witch along, so we got, maybe we'll have our first chance to use invert today on a mission. We'll find out. And Maltace, so we got a nice dedication, so if we can't block some Overwatch, he can pop dedication and not get shot from Overwatch. Drumax is along as our Grenadier, and Nefertiti will be our brand new rookie that we're going to then promote up, possibly into a new specialist, since I want more. I want more! So let's get down there. Large map, it says. So I like the idea of a large map when we have a a revealed start. At least Evan has a chance to be spread out a little bit. So we'll find out. And let's get this thing going. Operation Screeching Dance. Interesting. I guess they've seen Commander dance before. Oh my. Bradford, you and the boys making fun of Commander with that mission name. Yeah, no combat boots. Maybe that would help my dancing skills. Take off the combat boots, huh? The game is taking its time to load the mission so that we have an amazing start position.
Distress signal coming from this area.
Maybe not.
Oh, it's one of
no
their
combat.
codes,
Yeah.
So we're moving in to provide an emergency extraction. We'll need to secure the area and escort the VIP to the evac point. Stay alert for hostile contacts.
Madrid is where we're headed for Operation Screeching Dance. Let's go get it done. All right, team is on the ground.
Target coordinates incoming. Secure the VIP and proceed to the
lot of
evac volume
buildings
for
in this
extraction.
A lot of
Advent already
buildings
knows
in
we're
this
here,
one.
so your position isn't concealed for the extraction.
So that means a lot of potential. What makes sense? Kind of leaning towards heading off, kind of making an L pattern. Yeah, we're kind of close to this side, so part of me is thinking maybe if we make an L pattern and then go up, as opposed to going right through the center and potentially activating with our unconcealed selves, our revealed selves. So, I mean, 20 turn timer, if we just keep hustling and moving, then kind of come up this way, I think we might be able to make that happen. That's kind of what I'm thinking here, my friends. Kind of what I'm thinking. At least the ad on the side of the building here is not a big poster of us. Thank goodness for that. Okay. So let's see. Oh, good. You know, it's always frustrating, although that wouldn't have been trapped in there, when your Shinobi gets shoved at the back of the group or in the middle of the group and he's surrounded. But that did not happen to us today. If I could come here, I guess what I'll do is I'll kind of lead kind of on the front edge of running this way with our Shinobi so that everybody else can stay along the back edge as we move up. And hopefully that means we won't get so revealed.
Come on, come on.
And oh boy, I'm glad I didn't go that way because they were a hiding. I don't like stealth people. I don't like those stealth citizens that pop up when you don't realize they're there. Yeah, Advent knows we're here, but they'll be looking for us. But I'd like to maybe not run through the midst of them. Maybe have a chance.
Very well.
Very well. Okay. No sign yet. So I'm kind of thinking, yeah, we kind of can run this far.
Moving out.
And I think that makes sense for us.
Got it.
Because they're not active yet, so I don't have to worry as much about our cover situation as we move forward.
Yo me encargo.
Hell yes!
And I don't think I need to worry about Overwatch so much.
It's far, but I can reach it.
And you, this first turn, I don't know, there's not a lot of full cover back here for you, so at any sign of trouble, well, there's some here, we'll be punkering you behind half cover, but for the first turn, we'll just keep you up with the group. Yeah, those citizens say, oh, he might see us if he's moving that far.
Cover your back.
No. Wow. Pretty amazing. We can see him. Let's go do this. See, we're okay. And I'm thinking, let's come down here. Ooh. Yeah, that's not good for our Shinobi, but he's in a different path. At least the rest of us in the back are seen, so that scanning device, the pole, the hacky tower. Here's corner cover. We're gonna take corner cover. So I only noticed 2. Let's see if we get better vision on who's down there.
All right.
And sectoid trooper, I can deal with that, I think. I do not want to be in a position to have to send Rickroll or Witch up there. Witch would be nice to get a kill so we can get some focus going, but let's see. And you see, going up here, we'll get seen. Going back here, little safer on the back row. So we'll find out. See, I can't even come this far. That's my limit of moving forward with our team here. So we're probably, if they continue their roaming along, we're gonna get seen coming up here. So let's just make sure everybody's on Overwatch and give ourselves a chance to do some damage as they walk our way. Yeah, you know, rather than push it, since we've had issues here and there, yeah, any of these spots, I feel safer than, because we're not jumping over fences now, so I feel safe about the indicator. But let's at least get our shooters in position. So in case they break, or yeah, this is tough. So I think I want to get you out of the way. Well, let's get you out of the way.
Guide my hand.
And then maybe I can get that one step further with my gunner, who I definitely want on Overwatch. Yeah, then we're stepping out and we can see down there if they move forward. That's what I was looking for. That's kind of what I was looking for. And you don't nobody else necessarily has to be on Overwatch. I mean, I got a shotgun, not critical. I got an SMG and an SMG. So that's the main one I wanted on Overwatch. But I think it just makes sense that we do put everybody else on Overwatch just in case we get lucky.
What's over there?
Yeah, come here.
I got it.
And you come here. Actually, what we'll do is we're gonna bring you here, and you probably won't get much of an Overwatch shot, but you're gonna be near some full cover after they activate to be able to run up and do a grenade, if that makes sense. Let's try that.
I'm going.
And then you, mister, you need to hunker. In fact, we'll slide you back here and hunker behind full cover, because we want our scientists to make it out alive.
Overwatch!
Affirmative, covering now.
Guardia.
Discipline is not the enemy of enthusiasm.
Discipline is not the enemy of enthusiasm. I love this new voice pack. It's the first time I've used it, and I love what they have him saying. Here they come, we're going live! Hope that's a hit.
Whatever you're doing, it ain't working.
No, that's a two big whiffs.
What's up, Doc?
It's Overwatch, so I'm not gonna panic. Our rookie got a hit. Our rookie got a hit. So I don't think I can even make it into Rend over here. Oh, this is that's my running gunner. Let's see what this looks like. I can see there. Who am I don't necessarily want to run up here to Rend. Okay, I can reach them both. So it's an option, but it's a dangerous option because there's a window right there. And over here, there's windows and doors all over the place too. So, you know, I have two people that can run up there and do some things for us. Most definitely. And Nefertiti, who do you see? You see nobody. Nobody. You can come over here and potentially take a shot there. Thing about this is, if we run forward, we're going right into the hive where they're most likely to be. So we need to think about this. Or maybe, I don't know if I can rend from behind a full wall. I think I'd have to go into full cover. Yeah, I'd be behind half cover. Although if I hit, it's a pretty good chance to just finish it. And then we're going to find out right away, and we'll have a shield available as long as, you know, hopefully we kill. So I'm kind of thinking Nefertiti. And I think you're stuck. I don't think you can move because you'd be seen. So you're just going to be our eyes there, and hopefully we don't need to activate you. So once we get this under control, if we get this under control, so I'm thinking of throwing a grenade here to make the kill, even with grays, more possible. We'll have potential suppression available. After the fact against this guy if we feel we need it. Yeah, you can just, well, actually you could make it for sure, because I could always pop dedication if we felt necessary to do that. So you could get into a better position. So they're in range, it's just kind of dangerous range. So I probably would rather use a grenade here. We don't have needle grenades yet, so we risk losing loot. But I sure would like to rend here, ideally, and succeed, because these are the most likely to drop Elerium cores, and my friends, we need Elerium cores that we can render for Elerium crystals without having to break the bank trying to buy them in the black market for upcoming laser weapons. So that's why I'm thinking that way about not killing him with explosives in any way, although I'm going to weaken him down with explosives here. It's a little dangerous. How far can you throw your grenade? Yeah, I gotta come up there. And it's fine, but I hope we don't end up activating a pod behind, which can then flank Nefertiti. That worries me a little. That's the weakness in our plan. The weakness in the plan. Yeah, Rick can't move. 3. Oh, that, yeah. I just don't have forward-facing cover in case other pods, which would most likely be down here, coming at us. And that scares me a little with this maneuver. And that's not going to be close enough going forward. So 1, 2, 3, I'd say 4 just to be safe, eh? Maybe throw it from there. So it's a little farther back in case something ends up activating. I mean, obviously we're flanked from the... It's weird that it shows that we're flanked here, but not there. But, you know, UI being what UI is. Okay, let's do the grenade so that the Rend has the most chance for success, and we can try this first try.
Seems doable.
Without having to reveal Rick yet. Except the wall may prevent damage from happening. So guess what? We're gonna have to do without. We're gonna have to rend and make sure that works. And if it doesn't work, we'll have to see about doing the run and gun over here to finish this off, grenading over here, something like that. So we knew that we were going to do the rend. Let's just do it and hope it's effective. We'll do it from right there so we have a semblance of cover.
You will
It's
pay
not
the
100%
price.
guarantee. Boy, we didn't get the guarantee.
It was just off.
It was a solid hit, but it wasn't enough. In fact, did it say graze? I didn't notice that part. I just noticed it didn't kill. Just noticed it didn't kill. So I'm gonna come here. How far can you move forward? Okay, if I need you to move forward, you can. And pop the grenade in there. So therefore, I need you to double move in here. The question is that too far? Is that 2 steps farther forward? It could very likely be too much. So I may just run and gun to here. Try not to go forward. Although what it does do is it allows me to step out. Well, I can see it from here too. We get short range. All we'd have to do is graze the sectoid to get rid of them. Kind of what I'm thinking. So I think I go here with the hopes of not activating, and I think we'll be close enough that the shot will be good. Probably not great though. This is the way we'd kill him for sure. Maybe I could come around this side if I pop dedication, because that gives me a couple extra movement. It's still not a guarantee for a flank 100% shot though. How lucky do we feel today, my friends? It was a graze. Yeah, it did say it did an awful lot of damage for a graze, but yeah, she grazed. She's back. Witch is back to her old ways. I'll tell you what. I mean, I always have Rick roll available if it doesn't work out. Maybe what we do first is bring grenades forward and see how we do here.
Sir, yes, sir!
It's gonna alert the map a little bit. Can we drop it right on him? That looks like it might be dropped right upon him. Almost. Okay. Here we go.
Explosivo!
All right. That's helpful. Now another option to get my guy really, really close would be just move to the side with our Templar. And then we could smash through the window and go here and kill him and still be in corner cover unless something exposed over here, but there's seems like at this angle there's less windows. So I'm gonna step into full cover without a shield to allow Maltace to hopefully make it in there on his run and gun. I'm gonna take that chance.
As you order.
Okay. We're not ready for the scientist yet. Come on, come on. We're doing this. Well, either way, I can see it makes me go there, but yeah, if we're gonna play this way, and we didn't see through the window here, I'm gonna run and gun right here, and it just better work. What can I say? Just better work. It's a possibility. I can also have Nefertiti take that low hit chance. Although I'd rather... Yeah, I think I'm just doing run and gun. I think we're just doing run and gun. Boom, right there. Okay, here we go. Decision made.
Running and gunning.
Please don't cost us.
Got it covered.
No activation, no activation, no activation, no activation.
I've got eyes on an admin position.
Activation. Oh. Okay. You see it. You've seen it, and we're flanked if we stay there. Well, my friends, well. I don't know how I'm gonna get suppression time. Unless I activate Rickroll. And then if I come out here to try and use Rickroll to get out of trouble, it makes more trouble. So I kinda gotta take the shot. There's no two ways around it. And both shots are coming. We may lose Maltace. We could very easily lose Maltace. What I'm gonna probably have to do is activate Rickroll also. I'll come over here. All we'll see is the trooper from there. And yeah, but yeah, I get what you're saying there too, but I don't think the odds are all that attractive. Because let's just take a look. Obviously, it's 100% there, and it's 50-50, so it's better than my shot. Better than my shot. All right, Dave Ingram, thanks for dropping in. Oh. Yeah, I gotta kill the sectoid, but I gotta decide who with. that would make a lot of people be coming out in half cover that could then potentially get shot. But I can come here with Rickroll, take a low percentage shot. I got a low percentage shot here that I could take. And then by moving Rickroll, I at least can't even suppress them because I'm too far back. Oh well, it is what it is. Sorry, Maltace. Or how far forward can you move? The only way you can get up to him is to flesh, and then if you could probably only flesh from here, and that leaves you open to dying also. So we don't want Rickroll losing out on that. I do need to move him though, so I can get my gunner up here. So maybe they're probably just gonna stand pat right there. Probably just gonna stand pat. We're gonna try low percentage here, because if this misses, which it will probably, more than likely, then I still got to kill the sectoid. But there's nothing else she can do right now, so we'll try a luck shot. No, I know. There's nothing. So we could also then bring the gunner. So I got two people that can try to randomly shoot there. So I can try a 50-50 stun on the officer. That's it. That's all I got. That's all I got. Let's try this one first.
Not too shabby. My ammo's running low.
Item here.
Nefertiti, you are a goddess. Holy crap. Holy crap. Okay, so now I still can't move. Still can't move, but I have a 50-50 coin flip with this, which is better than nothing.
Hope this works.
Oh yeah, we have hope. The team has hope. I can now move Rickroll also to be in better position to help us out. Possibly. Yeah, I guess you could say we were due for a little luck after last mission. Yeah, that's an amazing understatement right there. We're gonna come here with our Shinobi to keep eyes over here. Not that we're gonna see anything new. Maybe I don't want to keep my Shinobi necessarily locked down. I could also bring my Shinobi in. Well, that's not really gonna enlighten us with vision. So for now, I'm bringing my Shinobi here. Just keep him near, eyes open, and we can call him in when we need it. There's no other good way to get up on this roof that's over on the other side.
All right.
Worst come to worst, he'll have high ground for an SMG shot. Yeah. Let's bring our gunner up, because I'm going to overwatch in case that trooper tries getting aggressive on us. But he's probably going to just stand there and shoot.
Voy a la ubicación designada.
You know, let's double move. So you're going to be more useful, Ogre. Next turn. Makes more sense.
Voy hacia ese lugar.
Sometimes, best way to deliver a punch is step back.
And we're just gonna hunker you here still. And let's see what happens. He's moving. That wouldn't have been close enough for an Overwatch. Oh my god!
Incoming, over here!
This roll of luck is insane. Like you said, payback after last time was probably due. Doesn't look like I can get a flank on the officer. It would have to be from inside. What we may do is a little grenade action. Because I can hit both these guys.
Damn right.
I was thinking that would activate, but no, it did not. Yeah, we'll just have to drop it right in between.
Frag!
Let's do it, Drumax. All right. It's a start, and it's a good start because I have 1 volt in ourselves, where I can at least, you know, have a chance. I can kill one of them, in other words. Yeah, the question is, how many more enemies will I activate by moving up there? That's the scary part. The swap uses the move, and then if I activate another pod, I can't zap because I would have to put up a shield. Yeah, that is the butt, and that's where invert is amazingly good, but there's also sometimes it's a clear cut thing, and other times, well, you know, we can push forward, and then it's a blue move so we can run back, but that's a total waste if it doesn't work. There's no way you'd be able to, because either way, if I need to do this, then there's a window here, which doesn't help. There are windows back here. Sometimes the kitchen is closed off, but it looks like we have sight outside of the kitchen thing there. I'm just trying to think of the safest way we might be able to get this done. Do we, So I'm gonna zap the officer because he's the most dangerous with marking. Yeah, I could come here. I could slash him and then shield. But if we activate a pot of 3, we've seen that we can tank 2 shots, but there could be a pot of 3 out there instead of just 2. There's no guarantee the pods are all 2. So that's the danger. So I'm trying to play the safest. So I'm thinking what I do. Oh, zap-wise, he's the only one I can see anyway. Well, I need to find a spot where I would see the officer, like maybe here. Then I can zap the officer, and we can always suppress here if I don't feel confident moving forward. There's a chance I activate coming up to that position, but at least we're in cover. Yeah. Well, my Shinobi's shot would not be all that amazing. 56%. And yeah, I could have gotten the gunner up there. Well, the gunner can take cover here and still have high ground. Or suppress from here. Of course, it's better to be in full cover when you're suppressing, but let's at least see the percentage of the shot. Because right now it's 59 on the half cover. It should improve. But then I lose my, well, I also have Nefertiti, who could get pretty far forward, and more than likely that would get close enough to at least flashbang the trooper. So we have some options. Let's therefore, with there being options, let's come up here and see how much different that shot looks.
Boy.
You know, we kind of got to take a shot at 69%, don't you think? That just sold me.
El blanco sigue en pie.
Since when does Ogre not respond to that hit number? So I'm gonna come here then. We will see the officer, and we're gonna zap the officer.
We march towards enlightenment.
Because he's the one I want to get rid of.
Be wary of my mark.
Oh, that's right! That's right! I forgot that about Zap! It's been a while since I used Zap, and I forgot that. Zap is an AoE. It's an AoE. Oh my god. It's a nice time. Well, it was a nice surprise to forget. Yeah. I forgot all about that. Forgot all about that. Well, it's a chain, but I said AoE, but you can't be too far away. Is kind of what I meant by that. I think maybe you can be separated by 3 tiles early game. It can widen later, the more, or with better gauntlets and perks and stuff. But yeah, it chains. But it has limited distance. It's only 3 or 4 tiles, and I think early game it's 3. I guess we'll pay attention to that to make sure early on. As far as where I want to go now, good question. I don't really want to. I don't really. Oh, it was 3 tiles directly. Yeah, okay. I don't think I want to push forward. And I think I'll at least move you back into some cover.
I'm going.
Yeah, well, you know, sometimes you got to pull back to be able to go forward safely. Maltace has a funny in fact, his helmet, if you ever get a chance to look at it and read it when we're in loadout screens, it's a crack up. So we're just gonna overwatch.
I'm on it.
You're gonna well, Rickroll. Maybe we take this opportunity to push forward a little bit and see what we see. Like, come here and look through the window. think hopefully that's safe enough to not... Well, okay, let's play it safe and come here first. A little farther forward.
All right.
Now I'm feeling that we can at least move here and not be seen.
We have to go on.
Hopefully we see. No, we don't. Okay. We're just gonna do a blue move and hunker. Five more enemies out there. Our timer feels okay. There's our escape zone. There's a lot of sparse cover to cross to get to it, and we want to get an indication. We're very lucky that at least straight ahead there's a pole to climb and get up there. So maybe, just maybe, we can make this work. Who's left? Oh, Nefertiti, of course. Let's bring you up. Let's push you up over here. Keep you in full cover though.
Getting it done.
Okay, we now know a pot of 3, and that sectoid just raised the dead. And I have a feeling if we were to move up here to activate that pod, like I can't move now because the zombie is the eyes for that group. So we may have to spend some effort working on that zombie. And that zombie's hidden pretty well. So this will probably, because we don't visually see him, but I have a feeling that moving here into this half cover with our gunner, well, what might work? Maybe we can get away with moving farther back here. It says we still see them, and maybe we don't draw them in, and we'll just try and kill safely out of sight. Kill the Saigon zombie. And then, if we're lucky, we have a leftover Overwatch shot, or then we deal with the pod themselves. Maybe. What do you say? Let's give this a try.
Bien.
They see us? I don't like when battle mood music picks up. They're definitely going to be on yellow alert. They probably heard the window. Let's deal some damage. Can you hit a max damage for us? Wouldn't that be a thing of beauty? Good job, Ogre. And he did it. He did just what I asked. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. We have no more Volt. I don't even know if Volt would work. Well, I might just throw my grenade here on this thing, but and just get it out of the way, and then whoever's left can like maybe Nefertiti, I can throw the grenade from here to get you a little closer. Because if they're back here, I don't think they'd. Well, they might. We can throw a grenade there to kill it. It's not like we're destroying loot or anything like that. And then I might try to also see about finagling Drumax in here, so if they come at and activate us, he'll be right there to launch one of his last grenade. Because if that pot activates, that brings us up to 7. That means there's only 2 more besides this one. because we activate them. I don't want to activate them yet. I want to kill them, and then have an Overwatch here and there for when they approach us. And there might be another pod. Yeah. I'd rather just have a pod. Of course, there's nothing that precludes 2 pods from walking into us. So I think I come here with you, and we just throw the grenade.
I can handle that.
We still have a flashbang, which can be helpful. Kill the zombie.
Get ready for a surprise.
That'll draw them in because they'll hear the explosion. And the sectoid should know, hey, that thing I'm controlling is dead. That would be another tip-off. Drumax, let's see if we can weasel you inside here. And just hide you in the corner.
Duh. The fun is in the chase.
And then, which way should we send you? I guess we can bring you a little closer here. That was safe earlier. Hopefully it's still safe.
Yes, Commander.
And it is still safe. And then you, not the scientist, you have dedication back, not run and gun. But I don't think I can afford. We'll just bring you here so you can at least Overwatch.
What's over there?
With a shotgun, but you know, run and gun on cooldown. Stun gun is back.
Moving to Overwatch.
Rickroll. We could move you somewhere. Oh, because that would be bad because it would. I would have to have cover forward if I bring you more inside to be peeking. Like that would work to still keep an eye on things. Plus, it'll give us a little more vision in that direction.
Okay.
And I'm also thinking this would work to get us more vision over here, trying to see if we can find another pod. And then hopefully, because of the noise we made, this one comes for us. Towards us. What I'm hoping. Here we go.
Okay. Same old shit, different day.
There they are. Yeah. I think I'll bring our scientist into full cover here.
Please report any sightings of these civilians.
Oh, I just realized we hadn't cleared out this area for sure. They're moving. They're eager. So let's say, let's bring Ogre right up here. We should see him. They'll scatter, but I'll still be able to use him. Not for suppression. We're still okay on the timer being so close. Hey, thanks for the low vibe, Gleaser. You made it. We're still alive. And we had some luck go our way. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to reload.
Cargado y listo.
And we're going to Overwatch.
Afirmativo, cubriendo.
We're going to... I'm worried if we see something here that could come in. Well, you know, at that point, it is what it is. Should we get our eyes back on them over here? They're somewhere over here. Let's see if we can get eyes back on them so we know what's going on.
All right, I gotta go.
We don't see the drone, but we kind of have an idea where they are. Well, we can come up to the window here now. At least that's why I kind of want. Well, we don't know about the drone though. We've been fooled by drones before because their sight lines are slightly farther. So maybe that isn't the smart play yet. Maybe that's not quite. Because both you can get into the window. One thing I can do, get you a little closer perhaps. Yeah, we don't want to go here or there. But we're gonna inch you a little closer.
It is clear. Scanning.
And next turn we're going. Next turn, no matter how they move, we're setting it off.
We are the last line of defense.
I don't trust this.
Oh yeah! We're waiting.
Next turn we're going live. Now that my suppressor has reloaded, I feel a little better.
Good to go. On Overwatch.
Yeah, I think we're live now. Oh, is that another pod? Oh no, the map is
quiet
here.
Way about it. A walk and a talk that just wasn't normal.
Oh no, the other pod ran away. Now there's only a pod of 2 here, so we know where the map is now, my friends. We know the map, so I'm not afraid coming forward now. Let's get this party started, because the other one ran back around the corner. Let's do this now.
Me muevo a la posición.
Yeah. Okay. We got suppression on the table. With them around the corner, I can also bring Rickroll out, because we know where the map is now. So I don't need to keep Rickroll hidden anymore. I probably am leaning against using that grenade per se. And since they're around the corner and I have running gun back, I could blast him. That should be safe running forward. Will we trigger it? Is there corner windows? Oh yeah, there's windows here. So we probably will trigger the other pod then. If I come here, no. If I come here, I don't know that I will. How's that for a wimpy sound? I don't know. But yeah, you're right. If Rickroll comes out, true. I could invert. I can invert anybody out of the way and have a shield go up to help protect the Templar. Or I just frickin' send the Templar here. And do that. Ogre, you see them all, correct? Not great shots because they're all in full cover. Now, I don't have a problem with the Templar being here with the shield up. That's full cover based on where they'd activate. Yeah, but then I couldn't invert Rickroll out of there if I had to. We shall think. I think... Oh, let's think. I think we go back with Maltace. Yeah, invert requires focus. Thank you, Lucian. That would have been a gross oversight. So... Don't mind so much. Let's put it this way. If they activate... I'm going to have a gunner to suppress if they're in range. I'll have grenade. I'll have flashbang as tools if they come semi-close. Rickroll would be in full cover against this guy. Shotgun, full cover against this guy. I don't think they scatter enough to flank us, at least the first move. At least on their scatter. Interesting. To be quite honest, I feel like I got to do this to try and get focused. It's just that it's not a guaranteed kill. And the way we've, you know, whiffed before, that scares me. Flashbang might be able to would reach over here if I keep him alive, but I gotta lead with my, that's why we have a Templar, is to do things like this, because she has a shield. Yeah, here we go.
Suffer my rage! I didn't do enough.
Let's see, is the other pod coming out? Not yet. Yeah, suffer my graze. Somehow our melee folks are just not up to speed yet. Well, Rickroll is. Rickroll is. No. Everyone's allergic to blades. Totally allergic to blades. Well, what I can do with Nefertiti is I think we're in range for a flashbang if I need it. So let's at least find out if I have that option.
Whatever you say.
Okay, I can flashbang. Problem is, the scary part of this thing is I'm probably gonna see through these two windows. Yeah, because they're right there. And if I come here, we're seeing right there. So they're gonna be active. How far can your grenades go? You might be able to fringe grenade this guy. The problem is then I still got this issue. But maybe what we do is try that. Get him on the fringe of the grenade explosion. Although of course that risks blowing up the cover, but we'll have a shield. 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 And I don't think it yeah, I can't go forward. We're peeking.
Got it.
Okay, this does not get our Templar. Risk the cover, but you know, he's got a shield.
Here, catch.
We know this pod is on yellow alert, so it's gonna come around the corner, guns a-blazing. The other thing I can do is, well, okay, you can't get any place that makes sense. You can't get any place that would be any safer. So, shield goes up. Well, you still have your cover. That's the good news. So if these guys come around the corner, guns a-blazing, he's really the only one that can do high damage on you. My scientist is freaking out a bit back here, but we can bring him farther forward and hidden. For now, actually, we can bring him hidden right here. Now, I can also, I think rather than suppress this guy, let him shoot. I'm gonna overwatch Ogre in case these guys come around the corner. Maybe we can get a shot. Our Templar's just gonna have to tank.
Ven y verás.
The other thing I could try, keep them out of range of our new guests. I could come out here to try a flank SMG on the trooper. That would be a safer way to reveal Rick. But at the same time, we're just keeping him here in case I have a need for an extra blade. Because I have Volt if they overwatch. And invert for that matter. But I only have one focus. So invert would use that up. Okay, options are there. Who else do I have? Nefertiti, you're gonna overwatch.
Moving to Overwatch.
Maltace, of course. I'm gonna pop dedication. Because maybe... No, see... Yeah, the scouting roll is done. The only thing about this... It just takes Rick's blade out of the action if these guys come around the corner. He's going to be pretty damn far away. But, let's try this shot first. Run and gun is available, yes. So's rub and gun. I love the good old typos. I know. I don't mean to make fun of typos. I do my share. It just made me chuckle. We're gonna try the flanked SMG and expose you. And hopefully that means we're far enough away to not see these guys through the window. We'll find out.
Understood. Revealing themselves to the world in a moment marked by the realization of their own
we didn't activate
destiny.
them. It's not a great percent, you know. We'll
anything
give
but
it a
straight
go.
shot.
And you're in full cover. And then I'm thinking, we just bring our rub and gunner over here, so he's also very much in the picture. Sorry, for the rest of the mission, he's going to be a rub and gunner. I love it. I love it. We can bring him into full cover here, so he's in better range when they activate. And keep the run and gun. In case they have Overwatch, keep the dedication, all of the above. So, let's do it.
Got it, moving.
Please report any sightings.
Their gods have abandoned them.
Did Ogre nail him? Yes, Ogre nailed him. And they're active. And have some yellow alert.
My elders pursue me. My mind.
He's disoriented. We're disoriented. Our Templar is disoriented.
What is there?
I am bringing our shotgun right here. I don't think we have.
What's up, Doc?
We don't have slug shot yet, but we'll be in full cover. So we don't have, you know, extra great damage yet against a drone. But do I have any? Nobody has any kind of. Well, let's try to soften it up first with you, since you can't see anything else. Ogre, have at it. Ogre's on a mission. Ogre's on a mission now. Drone down. We have a sectoid back here. Can't be reached by flesh. However, we can get you close for the future. Now, did this guy go on Overwatch that was over here? We do not know. I'll tell you what. We can burn the dedication now. One thing we can't do here, disoriented, is use Volt. And our range is in the toilet. So what we're gonna do is back you up so you can try to recover your disorientation and be useful next turn. You might as well. I can't even put up a shield. So you're more vulnerable right now. And I don't think, since they're both on the side, that they can get around us. So
Agreed.
back off. And then I would like us to be able to start moving forward. There's a chance they got access to the roof from back there. And I just don't know where this guy is. Let's see if we can... I don't have anybody close enough to like do cheap tile scanning. Yeah, I think we're okay. You guys both have the same health, so just in case there's an Overwatch I can't quite make out, I'm getting you both behind the door. So we can deal with these guys next turn, because now we're starting to get to the point where we got to move. Fortunately, we're close to the evac.
Affirmative.
Okay. Do we see the other guy now? No. We don't see a thing. You get in here.
Remember what's at stake.
Hello! Yeah, there's a lot at stake. Oh, we saw him briefly. We saw him briefly. So when we open the door, I think we'll be able to see him. But we saw through that sliver. We saw they're both, you know, they're both like here. Rainbow Monk, how you doing? Yeah, I know, the longest of long wars. Well, this one isn't always quite as long. Oh, you shot, that's right. We don't have grenades, so it doesn't really make sense to do a lot with you, but what we might do is bring you here to see if you're close enough to get vision, Drumax, and then after that we can hunker. Guinness Book of World Record for longest long war. we tried our hardest. We almost got into our third year. 2018 would have been something else. Oh my god. Take a look. Yeah, we're too far to have vision anyways, even from there. Nefertiti, you're gonna have flashbangs. So both you guys will hunker just because there's nothing else you can do. Overwatch from half cover with SMGs. You know, what's it gonna do?
I'm going.
Yeah, they're just out of sight. They're behind those notches there. So I'm gonna hunker you two on the wings.
Covering.
Maybe if they move, we'll get some sight on these guys. You're just staying safe. I hope.
Understood.
The scientist is not moving an inch. After this turn, we need to be able to move, though. Okay, there's one. Okay, zombie. That's okay. Sentry came out. 11% hit. Chance, I should say. We survived. We have our Templar back. I can see flesh here. Oh, yeah, but of course, Templar did Templar things. Well, I have one guy that can get around that. And that is the guy that I'm on, Maltace. We will pop dedication. Yep, ignore that reaction fire. Of course, it doesn't help for anybody else, but hopefully we kill the... Well, we're going to shoot the guy, so that'll get rid of it. And then we're going to run and gun to here.
Moving to fire position.
And boomity boom. Let's get rid of this sentry, I hope. There's a chance we don't. But we should... There's no way we're going to miss a shot and remove that Overwatch. He says, confidently. Yeah, I guess I could have gone here, but we won't need to run a gun after this, because if everything works... If everything works... We're hunky-dory. That was nice.
One down, thousands to go. It's over here.
Okay, we still need to work with Witch. She still needs some work.
What's up, Doc?
And because she still needs some work, we're gonna have in the wings Rickroll to finish the job. No, ignore the zombie. We're going for the source. We don't even have to worry about cover. Just do it.
A righteous strike!
Yeah, make it righteous this time. So, what did, oh, because she disoriented on the attack. That's why we lost the zombie. This should be easy peasy for you now.
Hey, smartass.
Yeah, smartass. And now everybody who can move that's left needs a hug. Elerium core, please.
Blood and shit. Dynamite.
We got an Elerium
Dynamite.
core. I can't even talk. Elerium core, I said. I'm so excited. Because we can render that now for getting ready for our laser weapons, since we've been lacking in Elerium fragments and all that good shards, fragments, whatever they're called. Okay, now everybody's dead, in addition to a couple of zombies. And okay, Nefertiti, you will not block the way. No reinforcements yet.
Moving!
But everybody who can is moving towards getting up on that roof and getting out of here. We know no need for cover. Yeah, she woke up.
Duh. The fun is in the chase.
And we're using momentum. We'll bring you here.
I trust in your command.
We don't need the shield. And our scientist is going, I get to run, I get to move. Major Thrones! Yeah. Sorry, I've missed a couple of your comments till just now. I'm sorry about that. But yeah, walking is overrated. That's for dang sure. Templars are great. We just didn't get one with the greatest of aim to start with, so we're gonna have to get better as we, that part of the game will just have to improve. It will just have to improve. Who do we got left? Oh, the turn's over. Reinforcements is not red. Maybe, just maybe, everybody can make it out.
I see the
Let's
path.
find out. If the scientist can make it, anybody else who can't, you are an embarrassment to the squad.
Got it!
Go! Paso ligero.
We haven't a moment to lose.
I think that's it. Yep. We are all here. My friends, we did it. We survived. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, everybody's there. I don't know why. Oh, it's because Nefertiti's crouching. I threw off my count. Yeah, the disorientation got her mind back into focus. Whatever
VIP
it was.
secure and in position for evac.
Whatever it was.
Firebrand, VIP is secure.
Status confirmed.
I'm happy.
Mission accomplished.
We're back in the flawless column. It's always nice when you have an injury-filled mission like last time to get back into the flawless category. And, hopefully we can run up more than 2 in a row this time. Yeah, we're back to flawless 1, injuries 0. Mission debriefing. Let's go see who our MVP is. Any guesses on who's the MVP? Yeah, Anaconda yesterday was insane. Actually, that's the first time I've used her name since yesterday. I'm in the middle of the recap still in our Discord from the mission yesterday, and all I do is refer to her as the Shinobi. I do not use her name at all in the recap so far. Yeah, Chen. And Nightmare only uses her last name or first name, does not use the nickname Anaconda. So there we go. No relation Joan. She's gonna come in handy because I have her down for a spec. And yeah, I think with her aim we were thinking possibly a shooty spec. We'll see. A Nefertiti. Look at this. Nefertiti got it. Because, well, she's a kill stealer, not bad kid, overqualified. The rookie pulled in the MVP award. No shade against the judges, but 2 kills, damage dealt 9, 100% shooting, 100% shooting. Nefertiti. Shall we go for, and it's no relation, by the way, yeah. Here we go. Let's. The kill stealer gets thrown out there. The judges go, yeah, we haven't given this out in a while. Or else, wait, we got to give one out every mission. And so they just throw it out there, whether it applies or not. Create photo. Here we go. What? Nefertiti's going for this sexy pose. We'll let her. She deserves to pose however she desires. And we do have to mark. This is her first. I mean, she's a rookie. It's obviously her first. Number 15 red, so it's right there above her head. She is the MVP. At last, back to war. Oh, she's happy to be back at it. Carry XCOM as your torch. With it, destroy the shadows. Okay. Congratulations, Nefertiti.
I hope you're ready to be famous.
Rookie. How often do you see a rookie on a team of 6, the only rookie, take home MVP? Not bad, kid. And there it is. His helmet. You can hear it in his voice back too. But his helmet says, "Forgive me, mama." I love that helmet. All right, good job there. Heavy hitter, most exposed, 6 damage with your 1 hit. Yeah, it must have been 6 damage with your 1 hit because you didn't hit on anything else. Oh, and you had that clutch early on when we were in our lucky streak to get out of an awkward beginning. He got that stun too. Ogre, good. We're starting to get you the kills now. The shooting, well, you know, sometimes when suppressing, we don't have skills or devices to improve your Overwatch yet. Yeah. Oh, I see why you didn't win MVP. You were the most high on the team. Oh my god. And then there's the earlier MVP. He only, well, he was crucial scouting on this one. Especially at the end, it helped us. But then he did get his kill once he came out of concealment. Wanton destruction, which is typical for a grenadier, but he did pull in 2 kills also and dealt a nice amount of damage. Look at that. Good job, Drumax. And Witch, who, believe it or not, has 2 MVPs. She's our I think she's our MVP leader so far. That who we were going to name Whiff instead of Witch has come back nicely. She got 2 kills. Dealt healthy amount of damage. So even with a graze in there, her grazes were still dealing some damage. So good job, team. Now let's get a group photo. Uh-oh, this is not gonna, well, we'll see. Maybe we can use this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Rickroll, you're kind of hiding back there. And now someone else is hiding back there. Can we get a pose that there we go. Maybe this one will work. Except for the bushes. Y'all need to learn how to pose. So I can get this done a little faster. There we go. We got everybody in there. I'm cool with it. That's the big thing, is I just want to be able to see everybody. Do you want to live forever? This is where the fun begins. And we're going to add one thing. VIP escort. And for reminder purposes, it was a scientist. So if we look back on this photo, we'll know from whence it came. There it is.
Oh, that's a cute pose.
All right, let's continue. Yay for teamwork. This was a team effort. This was a team effort. Yeah, Witch is okay now. She started off a little rocky, but she's doing a lot better these days. So that's good. That's encouraging.
All Advent gene therapy clinics will be closed tomorrow for equipment
The most damage
upgrades.
was Witch.
Initial reports that the suspension
Top
of services
percent not great,
were the
but
result of dissident activity
Ogre made the
has
most
been
attacks.
dismissed as
New
radical
record on our
propaganda.
damage per attack. Most under fire was Nefertiti, and move furthest was Maltace, as you expect for a run and gunner. So there's our stats there. Yeah, let's hope. Let's see what kind of promotions we get out of this one. I mean, obviously Nefertiti.
I expected something of a learning curve for our new recruits.
3 out of 5.
They've done a remarkable job, Commander.
Pulled in promotions. And of course, the squaddies, the Lance Corporals, maybe next time we take them out, they'll be ready for another promotion. Yeah. So, Drumax, let's see what you're... Oh, I think you're going to pull needle grenades now. That'll be helpful. Maltace. You now have slug shot, so that'll be just another weapon against... We're starting to slowly get perks to help us if we get a drone armada coming against us again. Slug shot definitely helps against the drones these days because it pierces 2 armor. And nobody else has armor yet, but the drones do, and that's where we need that slug shot. It'll be very, very helpful. Has no range penalties and 10 extra accuracy. And only uses 1 ammo. They've really improved it in the recent days from the way I remember slug shot. So there you go. Good job. I don't remember slug shot being quite that powerful in the past. I could be wrong. you know, my memory. So we now have Stun Strike also available. So that's the route. Then we'll make some choices here. You know, just like I like it when you're able to use invert, which we couldn't today, or didn't, or chose not to. Pillar's another one of those fun little perks where you just can, it's a free action, doesn't cost focus, you can just put out full cover for somebody. Or, you know, yourself. And it lasts a turn. It's just kind of cool. It's competing with Overcharge, which can be helpful for a Templar, gain bonus aim and crit chance on melee attacks. And I'm, because of our challenges with aim, I may not get to play with Pillar like I want, and it might make sense that we get bonus aim and crit for each point of focus instead. That might be the way I go to overcome the aim deficiencies. We'll see. Yeah, no injuries, kind of nice, but I definitely am taking Stun Strike. All right. We got Antonio Santos. Our Elerium, two! I missed the other one. I didn't notice that we got another one too. So one of the first things we're gonna need to do is get Elerium crystals or shards, whatever they're called. Speed, mobility, it's only a +1, so we'll be selling that. And very good, we can now render an Elerium core. We have a, you know, I'm glad you guys are chummy, but do I want to get two? I guess this could work, because you're going to be in concealment a lot of the time. And then therefore you can get extra, you know, extra movement perhaps. So this bond actually could work. Kind of means that when Rickroll goes out, so does Witch. We'll think about it. And our research time has now been improved or decreased by 25%. Okay. So we also have Ogre and Rob, or I think Rob Lee is Drumax. Why it doesn't show the nickname, I don't know, because everybody else is showing. Let's get in here and promote and take a look at Nefertiti.
I can see the allure of the Advent Therapy Clinic.
She earned we got a lot of potential bonds to check here, so we're going to have to run through and check these bonds. First thing we're going to do is get Nefertiti promoted. Now, actually, no, she has low aim, so I'm not. I was thinking she had a higher aim. You, Captain Timoza, you said she had high aim, shooty specialist. I think she's going to be a special specialist. I need my, let's just look at the way we're, yeah, see, I don't have, I'm just forcing specialists through right now. 64 is average. No, 65 is the average. But if you're gonna have an Overwatch, no, okay, I see what you're pushing for. Not high aim, but very lucky. You really want a shooty specialist. Okay, well, we'll get in there and look at the perks and what they would be and what they would do, what we'd give up, and see what you think. It's hard to give up Trojan. I really like Trojan. Just saying. Yeah, but it's a important shooty perk if that's what we're gonna do. That it competes with. Well, I'm proud. I think one of our new rookies. You know, we're gonna have to keep bringing out rookies, and I'm gonna focus on specialists and Shinobis because I got to get a second Shinobi up and running now too. Well. Now that I got slugged, yeah, I'm getting more to do with Nefertiti. I'm gonna give Nefertiti an option. Oh, you only want a shooty specialist? Could you? I can make you a Shinobi too. Average aim is fine on a Shinobi. So those are the two options I see for you. Yeah, no options of shade. I know. So much so that he sent that out twice to make sure I'd see it. Okay. Are you sure, Captain Timoza? If you have your heart, if you're messing with me, I'll get you back. Let's go take a look at Specialist with her. I have no high hack people, so I just got to pick random people for Specialist. What can we say? Well, do we have anything here that looks good? Well, we do have lethal. And you have high combat intelligence, which I think is about 49 points worth. Hail of bullets, guaranteed to hit your target, uses a lot. Moving target, you get an additional 15 defense, 50 dodge against reaction fire. Oh, that's for you moving. Open fire, range attacks. Gain aim and crit against full health. We get extra points of damage. If we went shooty, yeah, free flashbang is good. Plus you have airdrop. We gotta have airdrop. See, that's why my specialists really gotta have this, and it takes away ever vigilant if you're shooty. You know what I mean? I see coming up that you're just dropping 2 grenades on my grenadiers. We just make sure you're out there with a grenadier, and all of a sudden my grenadiers gain more uses and are more viable for us, and that competes with ever vigilant. So if you're going to be shooty, so yeah, I want to do. I'll let you choose if you want scanning protocol or revival. So far, scanning protocols is working okay for us, and we've gotten away. You know, we've been zapped a few times and we just left them to recover on their own. and that's our way of playing against being zapped by a drone. Is they'll wake up, let's keep moving. So that's why I feel like I get more use out of it. I mean, at some point it's going to be a pain because they won't be in cover. It'll be inconvenient, and it'd be nice to be able to revive them. We have close and personal, fortify to give you extra defense. Your health is at least not 3. Well, and that's the problem with specialists. A lot of these perks tend to be shooty perks that you get down here. There's not a lot of times where you get perks that help you out with your gremlin. You know, if we're not going to go shooty, let's at least mark the ones that aren't shooty extra perks. Yeah, I know it's Overwatch, and the thing is, airdrops. I lean on that a lot with my specialists, and then if I took it, then you don't have ever vigilant, which is very good for Overwatch. If I double move you, I can double move you, and you're still on Overwatch. I'd be giving that up to get airdrop that I want. Covering fire, okay. I could see not taking failsafe. I would have a hard time passing up on Trojan, but it would lose us 2 shots in Overwatch. Yeah, there you go. So that'd be 30, 45, 55. That kind of almost uses our stuff up. That one makes no sense. So we'll just mark that. And then at least I have you a shooting perk that guarantees you to hit. And your movement is average, so I'll probably play you with an assault rifle because you don't have to be the fastest as a specialist. So I'll probably do that just so we can get more value. Of course, it's going to be down the road, so early on I still may play you with a SMG just for speed. We'll see. So let me just mark a few things. I'm thinking this. I really like that. Now, unless you want to, I don't need to take failsafe. If you want to be a healer out there that can heal from a gremlin can perform healing actions remotely. Gremlin heal and gremlin stabilize. Well, gremlin stabilize. Oh, it's okay. So it can heal and stabilize. The gremlin has a single charge. So for an emergency, I could, if you want an extra use that way. Airdrop. I really like airdrop. Chaining jolt. That can be fun. And capacitor discharge can be a heck of a lot of fun. And now restoration. Apply to each squad member, healing or reviving them as needed. But then, don't you kind of need? I'll mark these two. Full override is just kind of fun. Rescue protocol allows you to give a movement to an ally to get them, and a small boost to dodge and mobility to get them out of trouble. But full override takes permanent control. When you take permanent control of a robotic unit, you potentially acquire advent mechs for the resistance, which is kind of fun. Do you like that? Yeah, but you're not a shooty person. That's the thing. And then you give up all your fun gremlin things. For a shooter, yeah, Killzone can be a blast, especially an Overwatch shooter.
I don't know where people are getting those damn Advent burgers, but if I find another
on the reaction fire.
One of these command consoles,
hey, Sedabando! We came through clean. Ogre did not gain a scratch. He had a solid mission helping us out, but did not gain MVP. But his suppressions were key. Some of his shots were timed nicely. Well, we're not locked in with any of this stuff, and you can continue chatting with me. You really want Killzone for a because it's reaction fire, and we're not building for reaction fire. That's the only time Killzone would be good. Yeah, but I'm gonna have other openers that'll have those kind of perks, trench cone and whatnot. And that late in the game, you're not going to be the strongest shooter for an opener. Your capacitor discharge weaken or chaining jolt to weaken a bunch of people down so other people can wrap things up. So maybe we can get the Shinobi on its Reaper move to kill a bunch of people, that kind of thing. So we'll keep it like this for now. It's not like we have to make any hard choices. So we can continue to talk in Discord on any other ideas you have. You now know what your perks are, and go ahead, convince me. I've been flexible in the past, so I showed you my thoughts. Now feel free to share your own. Now we have a bunch of bonds to look at. He's very useful. In fact, He got a kill on an Overwatch. Someone running. He got a kill on someone running his suppression. That trooper. So yeah, he's very helpful. Very. So yeah, nobody wants to bond with that Shinobi. So I think Drumax and Ogre are a potential bond. Let's take a look at that. And I'm okay with that. Let's just do it. Of course we want a poster. Are you guys going to be known for taking out sectoids, or do you want a different pose? Yeah, he has really nice aim, that's for sure. Yeah, we'll just do this. Now, why? Oh, it's using your last names. Okay, Lee and Suarez. I can change that to Drumax and Ogre, which is probably better. Yeah, we got to change that. I don't like it when they use the names I'm not used to using. Here we go. Yeah, bachelor party photo. Very good. Very good. There we go. Drumax and Ogre, that sound. Bond forged
so you heard
in
about
blood.
These people running around out in the woods calling themselves Reapers? Hell,
cool
maybe
for
you've
me,
met
so
one.
we're gonna go
if
with
you
that.
Have, then you've probably heard about their unique
That
dietary
seems appropriate.
regimen. And if you haven't heard, let me give you a tip. Don't ask where the meat came from.
I did take the photo, didn't I? Yeah. Let's look at another Bond. That Templar Shinobi could be a nice little pairing, but it's two slashers together. That's the part of it I don't like. But I'm okay with, because I don't always want to take two slashers together on certain missions. Let's see who Archangel wants to bond with. No, I'm not gonna let you. Be foolish, Archangel. So, what do you all think about this? Did they? You have a better memory than I do. Yeah. Oh, does he? Well, we'll have to try to remember that. And well, he has a hot. Where's Nefertiti? Oh, there she is. Okay. Oh, yeah. So, you know, we could in the future try taking him out with Nefertiti. I'd be cool bonding those two together. So we'll try to remember and encourage the bond by taking it out. Yeah, you know, 8.9, 9.9, that's close enough for me. As long as it's semi-high and not below 5. We can encourage the bond. So the only thing that worries me is being locked in to keep advancing this bond pair. That's 2 slashies when I'm short on slashies. Yeah, it's big time with me, but then that's two technicals, and I don't want to bond 2 technicals. So that's off. That's not wise. So the question is, let's think a bit more about this bond. It could work, but I'll feel better when I get more Shinobis and more flexibility with, you know, slashy people. No, Archangel's a technical, and I'm a technical. But the other one we talked about, Nefertiti, is a specialist. Yeah. So, someone threw out that it's not. Yeah, you said 9.9 with Commander. That's what I was referring to when I said no. That's 2 technicals. Don't like that. This one could work. I'm just shying away from it because I don't have a lot of Shinobi's available right now. And do I want to have to lock in you guys on the same team this time? Yeah, let's just do it. We're just gonna do it. We're just gonna do it. Just gonna do it. Unless somebody last minute convinces me not to. Very high, good enough. Let's do it. No, that's been used already. Too much partying going on after a flawless mission is what I say. Jeez. Oh, by 2 slashers. That's like... It makes it look like you guys are jumping the slash, except he's got his shield out. Yeah, we'll do that in a moment. Are you gonna guys go for the cutesy? Oh my god, cutesy cutesy. Yeah, let's do this just so we can laugh. I'm not hearing Trumpkin complaining. Yeah. It is kind of romantic. Here we go. We're gonna do it. Look at that, 15 combined kills already. All right, time to get back out there now. We've had our fun in the barracks. We need to find a new mission. Sigh. Trumpkin, I can see you're thrilled about that one. I'm never gonna give you up. Yeah, how romantic. Okay, so we're over here, and we have nothing over here. I guess we'll just scan over here. I do have everybody on Intel here, everybody in Intel here, and we still have our Haven leaders and Haven advisors in place. So we're just gonna scan where we are, see if we can find something here. We're getting close to 15 hours from a supply drop. Yeah, nothing really changes drastically until force level 3. That's when the priests and something else, Stun Lancer, come out. So force level 3 is where we really will notice a difference. I'm pretty sure that's the 2 we see then. Yeah, little by little, the quality is going to go up. You're right.
Got an urgent communication coming in for you now, Commander.
It's end of the supply cycle, so new items are now available in the black market also.
I had high hopes for the Resistance under your leadership, Commander, and you have outdone yourself.
Okay, we got in 4 ops in the first cycle. I guess that is decent. Research is 3, regions contacted, so good job, team. No, force level only has to do with the types of enemies and potentially the quality of those enemies that you'll see is force level. That's how the game advances. But as far as the pods being bigger, that's strength. That's Haven's strength impacts the number of enemies you see and therefore the potential pod sizes. But even on high strength, you can have pods of 2. They spread them all over the place as pods of 2. Okay,
we've got a shot at hitting the Elders hard, something we haven't tried before. You up
like
for
vanilla,
it, Commander?
Our operatives can fail covert actions. Yeah, well, we know that. Now, if there's a bond pair we want to encourage... Oh no, we can gain ability points. Ooh, that's changed. It used to be bond, and we didn't send anybody out because it was too soon in my mind to do it. And look at the timer on these things. Until we build the building for covert actions, the timers are ridiculous in some of these things too. Oh yeah, it's a little better here, but it would require 3 soldiers of not rookie status, otherwise the risk of failure is high, but we gain 14 ability points. Not right now. We'll hold off on that. Now is not the time. Eventually we'll work our way over here. The most important thing at the moment is finding a mission. And we found a good timer here. Oh, one more rookie and 2 more resistance personnel. I like the idea of that with a good timer. It means we can get out another rookie. Or maybe we try to work 2 rookies on this one. And before priests and stun lancers get involved. We'll check the timer. Or who we got available. Let's clear. Let's pull from our havens. So I have everybody available, and then let's remember to put them back into the havens. I know you guys won't let me forget. Let's see who's going to take us out. We have all of this list is there, and then these are the guys infiltrating 6 days. 6 days to go. It's, I guess. Let's see who we got. Well, you know, on these jailbreak ones, we can bring our specialist out. Because maybe we'll get advantage of it. Our hack score's up to a whooping 45. It's not even over 50. That's how low our hack scores are. But hey, we'll take a specialist. We'll even give you ceramic plating. And then, who did we say we wanted that would make a nice bond pair with you? I don't even remember now. I've already forgotten. There's no other way, and there's certain officers, and I think certain specialists with, I want to say, I don't quote me on these. Oh, the boy, it was a 10. What is the boy? Oh, he's also a rookie. Well, I don't know what we're making the boy yet, but it's not going to be a hacker. I mean, it could be, but he's got good enough aim where maybe I want another ranger. So we'll work on increasing our bond here. And you got the SMG, you're a rookie. We'll try to go for the bond. Then I'll need a couple, maybe experienced folks. I don't necessarily need a Shinobi on this kind of a mission, although you do not have scanning protocol yet. Well, what I'm thinking is gunner grenadier combo, so we have an AoE and suppression to help us out. So I think we take ogre, and I just make sure the will is okay on both you guys. Yeah, it's okay to go out again. A single soldier that's maybe not bonded. I'm not going to take out the bond pair. So it means I could do a Maltace thing or get a technical out. Commander has napalm. Event Horizon doesn't. And since I'm going to take, I think, another rookie, we'll take Commander out. And another rookie. And then I want to think of a rookie that we take that I want to make a potential Shinobi. So it doesn't have to have great aim. Doesn't have to have great speed. Shinobis can work without great speed because the double move for the flesh. Nooks. See, most everybody has okayish aim that's left. Anthros, but he has it. Yeah, so I'm gonna do a Shinobi. So who's got the lowest aim for, well, Nooks. You're gonna be a Shinobi. Your base movement is 15 when you take all the stuff away that you're carrying. So that's perfectly fine for a Shinobi. So Nooks is going out as a potential Shinobi. And then we have the boy, who I was thinking about we'll probably do as a ranger. I'm just making notes, so you know we won't be back here on this one till Saturday. So I make it a couple notes so I can remember what's going on when we get there. Okay, so SMG, yeah, so you can move with the grenades. Cannon, yeah. Assault rifle on the specialist, yeah, because you know we're gonna let you shoot if you have the opportunity, and your speed is good enough at 14. I don't need to give you other stuff, I don't think. Rookie, SMG, grenades. So what I can get away with, no, we got enough grenades here. I'll keep you both with grenades, and we'll change you to SMG. Now, flashbangs, I have interrupt. We might want the flashbangs for a stubborn or awkward sectoid, so we'll keep that mixed. And then me, Commander, we got our flame and that. So yeah, okay. Any other? Let's see if we have any other weapon attachments that are new. Hair trigger. See, we're trying to help you with those reaction shots, and that all we got left is a suppressor. Did we get anything to help with anybody for a reload? Let's go. I don't think so. Just suppressors. So we have no weapon attachments. We can't do the PCSs yet. So it looks like this is our team, my friends. This is our team. Can't think of anything else we need to add. Got great speed to get in there for a flame, and we got good enough speed to get in there, especially with Bond. Ogre could potentially, if he doesn't need to move, share an extra movement to get in range for a grenade opener. So Elerium chlors. You remember. We gotta do something about what you remember. You remember the embarrassing stuff. Let's get in there and start. So resistance personnel, let's take a look. Jay Kelly is a rookie. Caden Simpson, and yeah, so Jay Kelly would be our new soldier. If that's you, you are due to be rescued on this mission. It's a little longer of a timer. That's the expense we take by getting a couple more rookies available, but it's still early enough. I want to push to get the rookies, and then we'll start settling in on 5-man teams on a mission like this, for sure. Okay, let's get infiltration started. J. Joker Kelly, yep. Thank you for the full name.
We're in the pipe.
Nightmare?
5 by 5.
I'm gonna keep scanning over here since the vigilance is so low. We're out of the first supply cycle, so we could find. It is possible. Oh, thanks for the subscription. Thank you, Son Clausewitz. Nice to have you aboard the group here. Thanks for the subscription. I appreciate that. I thought I was working on fixing the sound. I didn't hear it. I don't know if maybe it's only in my ears. Did anybody hear sound that came with that alert that just flashed my cat Cheats up on the screen? Otherwise, I got to continue troubleshooting that. Yeah, no sound. Okay, I got to keep troubleshoot. That's something I just got to troubleshoot. Yeah, eventually, but it's a time sink. I want to get everything on StreamerBot under my control and not use a third party like Stream Elements if I can help it, and have a little more control. So that's a long-term goal, but it's a time sink that I don't always have to get it done. At least for me, because, you know, I'm not a natural at that stuff. It takes me time to think and figure things out. Let's scan. We finished the research.
So much of my own research based upon this simple design. If only I had known. Ah, Commander, excellent timing. There's been some progress. I've managed to break down several key components of the chip implanted into your skull. My analysis reveals that its primary function was that of a conduit, passing a vast amount of data directly to your cerebral cortex. With the primary connection severed, much of that data is lost. Several fragments do remain, however. Ghosts, if you will. Observe. Tactical combat simulations. War games. The sheer volume of encounters you were processing was astounding. It is truly remarkable
it's fun that
you survived
they showed
as long
Long
as you
War
did.
I scenes and enemies, I think, is what it looked like.
Some good news. This chip bears a striking resemblance to a medical implant I briefly assisted in developing at the gene therapy clinic in New Providence. My understanding was that the implants were intended for high-ranking Advent officers only, captains or above. Retrieving a chip from such an officer would be the only way to know for certain. A greater understanding of these implants would undoubtedly benefit us all, Commander.
New objective added.
Yeah, from our recent campaign. Could be. So we have Advent Officer Autopsy available. It says it's an objective. We don't have, there's no need to rush. I'll have to double check and see what that unlocks, but we're not going to work on that yet.
The Advent officers have clearly been modified to allow for their subordinates to receive new orders psionically.
That'll be a big help.
The implanted chip is the key.
AP rounds, especially for our sharpshooters, is going to make a difference. I just got to get a few stocks, perhaps. It would be nice if we found some. It'll be nice when we start getting extra loot on these kills. That'll be coming up soon. Proving ground product, hazmat vest. We don't have the proving ground yet. Combat armor, no, we're not going to start with that. What we need is to get laser weapons going. So therefore, we're going to render one of our Elerium cores. It'll take 2 days, and then we're going to move on to laser weapons. That's the plan.
I had assumed you'd make that research a priority, Commander. I'll notify you as soon as the report is available.
Good job.
I must admit, having successfully completed the operation necessary to remove the commander's implant, I am intrigued by the possibility of examining another subject for comparative analysis. Since the officer in question will likely have expired long before arrival here, I may rely on a faster, more invasive approach to removing the chip this time around.
Unlike with Commander. He went looking. Yeah. Okay. 3 days also till we get a few more supplies. It would be nice to this month pick up another engineer, because we're going to start having longer
Advance
or more
officers
difficult
might be more
rooms
resourceful
down
than your
here.
average
Let's get back
trooper,
out there.
But
we can't sit here and gab with our crew all day long. I'd like to eventually make it over here, but we got soldiers available, and we can find another mission. So let's wait. I didn't do that yet, so we need to do that. Advent Horizon. Sorry, we're gonna put you right back in there. And do I have someone for this? Let's find out. Yes, we do. We'll put. Who has the most? Well, Rickroll, you're going in just because you're fully charged on your willpower right now. You'll be the one going in there. Make sure you have loadout, because sometimes on promotions it strips things, and that I always try to be in the habit of checking after I put people in there. Okay, let's scan.
What's up, Doc?
Now, this time we're over here. Decent timer again. 5-man team, recover an item, and we get more intel, which we need, and another random point of interest for something that could be helpful. So this is from an Advent facility. Recover an item, and we do have a Shinobi. We do not have specialist. We'll just have to do without. Let's see if we can put together a team here. If this is our last team, because I think we might not have many soldiers after this point. Managed havens are going to take people right back out. And we're going to put together a team. And we're definitely taking the Rickroll. We're taking this bond pair. And here we are. And then I would just sort like this to have the available people at top. The only problem with that sorting routine is this whole squad mechanic that we don't even use sometimes throws a few people down at the bottom. So an assault, have a technical and assault. So I'm going to do a technical, I'm going to do the assault, and we're going to round it out with a rookie. And that should be a team that could do it. And we're going to go with a high aim. Well, what do we got? Actually, no. I want another specialist. Who could make? Well, you know, maybe we do a true shooting specialist, but now let's. Tiber Azure, you'll be our specialist. Because I'm probably not going shooty with you either. The aim is a bonus. But at least you have that's high for our team here. 7 hacking is like, woohoo! He's brilliant. So Tiber Azure. I think I have somebody else pegged for a specialist on one of our other missions, but we'll see. Yeah, 10 is, to be quite honest, 10 is considered the middle of the road. It's very rare to get high hack, to be quite honest. That's very rare to get a 15 or something like that hack. So, you know, that's why you just got to deal with what you got. Let's see. Technical, I think I want to speed you up as a technical. Your main job is not shooting, it's rockets and flame, and we want to be able to get you in position better. Therefore, the SMG. You're not the fastest, but you have damn good aim for your rocket. You're fine. Templar's fine. So we have AoE here. I'll keep one of each here on Tiber Azure. Yeah, unfortunately I'm going SMG because he's too slow, otherwise he'll never get in position to throw the grenade or the flashbang. Do I want to give anybody else something? Maybe for when we go live, if it works out to help us out, I take one more flashbang. Because we don't have anybody, we have, as long as we get focus, we do have Volt to ruin Overwatches. since your mobility is okay, I think I'm gonna throw in a flashbang just in case. Other than that, hopefully we're okay. We're going our standard 5-man team. Yes, I could throw in another, and it looks like we would be able to fit it in. But at this point, I think I want to get it done before force level goes up to 3 and we start facing. Hopefully we get it done before priests and all that. Yeah, they're okay. Yeah, with his aim, it'd be nice to have a heavier hitting gun, but he's too slow. He was too slow, and as a rookie, I'm used to dealing with them with just grenades, and anything else is a bonus. Yeah. Well, we're looking for control here. We have arc throw. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff that could potentially control people. So maybe what you're telling me. Let's take a look. I will have no Haven advisors after this, which is fine because we don't need to scan. We won't have anybody available to go out on a mission for 5 more days. So that part I can deal with. We'll have Glacier will be back in 6. Has it been that long already? Wow. Maybe we bring Robbie Zasso along and see if we can afford to squeeze him in. And we can. So I guess I do this. This may be the final 6-man team. I really gotta stop doing it, but we're doing it. And we really don't have any attachments. It's just that one suppressor. Boy, we gotta get. Well, I've been selling everything up until now because we needed the money, and I may have to go through another round of heavy selling just to get proper amounts of science. We need some missions to rescue scientists and you know what. In fact, if I find one of those, I might give up one of these missions. Yeah. I'm just picking the specializations now. Then that's when I need to shrink the teams down so we can get more missions out. Now that we have some quantities, I might be able to squeeze in. It'd be nice to get up to 4 teams of 5 that can go out, so we can have 4 missions rotating, ideally all the time. And you're right. Does any of these folks? No. We have Slugshot here, so we don't need AP rounds there. And nobody else has a weapon, you know, because we're using shards here. Nobody else is running with a weapon that needs AP rounds. It's silly to do that. And Rickroll, since I now have a second rookie, I don't need that flashbang. So let's give you that speed back. Slugshot is my anti-drone guy. That would be Maltace. Other than that, it's softening it up with grenades. Or softening it up with a rocket. I have no other options if we get an armada of drones. I know that's on our recent memory, but Slugshot is he's gonna be my guy to run over and get those drones now. And maybe Witch can keep improving. I don't know. All right, let's get down there. Not much we can do. We're scraping the bottom of the barrel trying to get more specialists going so we get more options going. Here we go. Yeah, who's gonna kill drones? Everybody, even if it takes all of us.
Sky Ranger deployed.
In position to drop.
All right, I can't run any more missions now as much as I want to. We're going to come over to the black market, see what's available this month, and maybe something... let's see what the special is that's in demand and see if we have it. How close are we over here? 39%. Still got some ways to go,
Avenger
man.
plotting new course.
So if we go to the black market and then we still got time to spend, I'm going to the Templar headquarters and scan for quicker healing on some of our big injuries. Sell. What do we have to sell? Oh, they like trooper corpses again. Or is that the first time in this mission? No. Oh, that's a... I sold a bunch before. Okay, speed PCS we're selling. I just rendered an Elerium core so I could get away, I hope, with not rendering this and selling it. Suppressor, hacking, defense. Our intel is okay-ish, and we're doing a mission that'll get us some more. So I could sell the datapad for now. I really want to keep 2 trooper corpses. That's the minimum I want to go. And I'm going to hang on to the Elerium core for now, just because. Yeah, we got the shards already. I'm not sure how far that's going to take us. That's why I'm not going to sell the Elerium core yet. Just can't quite remember. So that's another 50. We're going to have a room clear out soon. It'll get us up to in the neighborhood of 150. So, and then let's just see what's available for purchase and how much they are. We still cannot afford a scientist or an engineer. And this being the second supply cycle, we still would ideally like to buy one of each still. Dark Admiral, there's another Shinobi for me. I would like to buy another Shinobi too. Wow. But we're gonna hold off for the moment. Because his mobility is decent. His stats are solid for a Shinobi. And he has more than 3 hit points. So yeah, I'm cool. We gotta be focused on sell whatever we can and get a scientist and an engineer. It'd be nice if we got a mission that would get us some of those. So we don't have to spend all our bucks on that. But I'm not gonna spend yet. Let's go heal fast until a mission gets infiltrated. And so maybe some of our long-term injuries can shorten a little bit, because there's nothing else for me to do right now. I can't do any more infiltrations.
Setting course for the Western European Ward.
I do not think I could have predicted this outcome.
Okay, we got our Elerium core. We got 8 Elerium crystals. We're not going to repeat. We're actually going to do laser weapons. 2 alloys and 5 Elerium crystals. Oh, but no, yeah, and we've got 8. So we won't have many left after this, but we're getting the research done, which is important. We need this ASAP.
The science is eager to begin, Commander.
Okay, 11 days when we can start building laser weapons. It's not going to be soon enough. Not going to be soon enough.
The aliens have considerable
one day for some more
resources
debris
at their disposal, but we've still managed to do reasonably well against them, despite our own limitations.
Damn. New target. Advent supplies. 7-day timer. We're probably not going to be able to do this one. It's a concealed start. It's a crate extraction one. We could get in there with 5-man team. Even in the, if something became available in another day, no, it's not going to happen. But I really want to get Machine Hater on the team. Yeah, there's just unless I cancel one of these others, I can't do this one. So. Okay, alien debris cleared. Technically, with that clearing, we could build the Guerrilla Tactics School, but then we can't afford anything else after that, like laser weapons. But that we'd have 11 days to get more supplies in. Let's hold off on building it now. What do we got? Alien machinery, alien debris, alien machinery. Let's go for the debris. I think if anything, it's a little quicker than the machinery, and where our alloys are okay. 60 supplies. Let's go for the supplies. It's gonna take a while because we can only put one in here. 15 days. Well, this one only takes one. I think the machinery can allows you to put in more than one. But we couldn't do that anyway. So actually, that's nice to get that back in 15 days. You know, about 5 days after the laser weapons are available, we'll get some more cash for laser weapons. Okay, well, this is not going to be doable. Hack the workstation in the Advent facility, find enemy flight paths. Problem is, it's got a 1-day timer. It'd be nice to be able to do that, but we weren't scanning over there with the Avenger. There's no way we were going to get a better timer on that. Oh well. Start liberating the region. This is our starting region. Can't quite do that either. Not a good enough timer, to be quite honest, unless we spent the 30 intel we were going to get to boost it. And it's our main one. It's fine to do liberation missions here, but you got to understand, I ideally want to liberate this region because that gets us a free network tower in the process of that liberation, whereas we already have a network tower here, so it's cheaper to expand here and here already. I want a tower here so I can make it cheaper to at least go to a haven with 5 in it instead of all these others with 4. Okay, we're about ready to have a mission here, and then we'll not be healing anymore. Okay, and Gleaser is back. So the extra quick healing has given us a new sharpshooter, or an old sharpshooter. Go out on his first sharpshooting mission. But Gleaser is back. You still in here, Gleaser? You're back. You be back, and we need to get you a stock. But we do have the AP ammo at least. And this is our next mission. It's a compound mission, though, which are a little different and challenging. If you've never seen one before, we're about to experience it. The squad going out is a team of 6. We have 1 rookie. We do have a specialist with Trojan that could be very helpful, I'm hoping. Speshmic list. Walkfire is now available. Yeah, we have a technical with Napalm, so we have a solid team here. His first mission as a grenadier for Sectoid, and first mission as a sharpshooter for Alexandra. Too bad, you know, the AP rounds came a little late, but we'll do the best we can with you. And then Laser Master, Machine Hater Jr., going in to help rescue Machine Hater himself. So keeping it in the family. Good storyline. Thank you, Nightmare, and others that helped me see that. I think it was you, Nightmare. What better story than have, you know, son rescuing father? There we go. Could be interesting. So that is our next mission, my friends. And that mission will be coming up on Saturday, because I've got I have to leave late tomorrow to go for a very early appointment Thursday, and it's just going to be a hectic 2 days where I can't stream. We'll get back into the flow, Terror from the Void on Friday, and pick this one back up on an exciting Saturday mission where hopefully we bring Machine Hater into the fold. No, he can't be a faceless because he's a soldier. He's not, soldiers can't be faceless. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging with me. We had a fun time today. It's always more fun when you have a flawless mission. And we'll try to reproduce that again on Saturday for those of you following along here. And, thank you, everybody. This is ZigZagZog signing off from somewhere in this world. Thanks so much for watching. Really do appreciate it. And hope to see you next time. If anybody's on Twitch, hang out. We're going to see if we can raid somebody. And on YouTube, ciao, everybody.